Okay, here we are again.
Welcome,
Collecting
everyone.
Stories, episode 8. I'm Tarek,
I'm Zayd, his nephew.
and we just learned we need to bring the action.
We're bringing the action today. Who told you we had to bring the action?
Lonnie, we sounded a little bit down. We lacked excitement. We didn't seem as excited as we normally seem.
That's a fair point. I mean, last episode was kind of a downer. I mean, I was being very negative. I brought a lot of negative energy to the conversation last time. So I think we can bring it up today because I love talking about cards, Tarek. Do you like talking about cards?
I do, and I'm excited. I got a lot of things to be excited about. Some new things I'm trying out, feeling my way around. Some new perspectives I've gained.
Yeah, you've gotten a new perspective, all right. It's total 180 from last time, may I add.
Maybe 90 degrees. Maybe 90.
90. Well, I'll go first for my pickups this week, and I got this Blake Bortles Topps Finest out of 75. It's that die cut. So I'm trying to complete the collection. So now I have Tony Romo, Blake Bortles, and Matt Ryan. They're not like crazy popular quarterbacks, but you have to start somewhere. And I also went to Target and actually grabbed some cheap Panini wax. I got some Score. I just love how Score looks, how clean it looks. I mean,
What year? What year is that? Score
this
football?
Is 2025. So it's the brand new stuff that just came out. And Target actually had some hobby packs out, so I grabbed the hobby packs. So they got hobby boxes, and then they open them up and then put the packs in. So
okay.
So I actually got a number card from there.
Those might be different, though. They might be retail. Did it actually say hobby on it? Did it say Score hobby?
Oh, does it say Score hobby?
Because there's also a SKU for retail that looks like a hobby box, but it's not a hobby box.
Well, you couldn't scan the box. You could only scan the packs. I got this Cameron Williams out of 415 Score.
Oh, that's a nice looking card. That's like a green laser.
Yeah. Sunburst, I think it's called.
Okay.
Green Sunburst. But I mean, I'm really appreciating this kind of like overproduced wax a lot. I just like the designs, especially the contenders. I bought some contenders as well. Rookie ticket and game ticket and season ticket. I think the ticket stubs look really, really cool.
Now that Score Sunburst you showed me, if you like those, you should look at some of the Panini certified mirror. Those would probably be right in your lane if you like.
Is that totally certified or something?
Yes.
It's like the orange. Okay. Yeah, the orange logo and everything.
That Gronkowski I have, is from certified,
right?
And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool stuff. Boxes are actually pretty reasonable, but you could also just go and buy the mirrors because you're not guaranteed to get mirrors out of the. I think you're guaranteed some mirrors in the box.
Well,
but,
are all mirrors serial numbered?
I believe so.
Okay,
as far as I know,
you have the Gronkowski out of 5.
I have the Gronkowski out of 5, but whatever. I shouldn't say that for sure. I don't know if they are all the ones that I have seen. When I'm going and trying to look for those specifically are serial numbered, but I don't know if they have a non-serial parallel.
Whatever happened to that card, Tarek? I think we mentioned it on the first episode of this podcast, and
it's in my trade box.
Oh,
it's in my trade binder. Yeah,
okay. You're not protecting it. You're not cherishing it in your private collection. You're willing to give it up.
Well, I haven't actually approached anybody to trade yet at a card show, so I think it's still pretty safe.
You know, I was thinking about that too. it's hard to trade with people at card shows. I think if we went to a trade night, you know, they have designated nights and like tables where people are actually trading with each other and communicating instead of just with vendors. I think that would be pretty interesting and fun.
Yeah, trading's hard though because especially randomly like that it seems like because I mean you're going up to somebody you don't know at all and you don't know what they're collecting and if anything in your trade binder or trade box is anything that they want. But I that's why I choose the option of selling and then
Right, right.
using the money to get the card that I want. But
The three-way trade type thing, yeah.
or
Yeah.
the trade I did on Instagram where where I worked out we knew which wrestlers each of us was collecting and we were able to come to a deal that involved some cash but still come to a deal.
That's pretty, yeah. Maybe we should try to trade with the Collecting Stories Instagram.
We could do that.
I don't know what that would bring us, but
I don't know if I'm ready to take that leap yet.
yeah, that's a big step. I don't think we're ready for that. But anyway, that's kind of what I've been doing this past week. I also went to a flag football thing with some friends, and my legs are totally shot. So I'm feeling them. I'm feeling them. They're feeling pretty bad right now.
How'd that go? Did it?
It was really fun. Like
What
as
position
we
were
were doing
you
it,
playing?
we were just doing everything. I mean, going off like everyone kind of had a turn at quarterback, and then had the ruling that you can't rush the quarterback for 3 seconds, and we had rules for how to run the ball. Like you can't run the ball if you're like 10 yards from the end zone, but you can if you're outside 10 yards. It was really fun. I mean, we were just having a good time. But gosh, I never used those sprinting muscles, and it totally annihilated my legs. So
Okay, well that's good.
I'm
That's good.
feeling.
You're a young man. You're able to do that and recover quickly.
It's been 3 days, so I don't know if I don't know if it's quick. Anyway, what have you been up to this week?
Well, I have some pickups that I'm excited about. I got this. Yeah, I'm excited.
Are you
I
bringing
picked
it?
up. Well, we'll see here, but I got this Jovan Evans. He's a wrestler. This is from 2024 Panini Select, his rookie card, and this is the Orange Flash, which was well, first of all, it's a ringside, so it's already short printed. But the Orange Flash ringsides are actually, in my experience, and I've actually opened quite a few blasters and also broken them as well. These are not the easiest to hit. So I saw this one and I hit buy it now. It popped up in my save searches and the price was right, so I just grabbed it.
Are they short printed or
Yeah, yeah. Well, so
super short printed or I guess.
Select has the concourse, premiere, and ringside.
Yeah.
This is ringside, and ringside is short printed.
Okay. I
So
didn't know that.
it's the 300 or the 200, excuse me, series of cards. So from 200 to 300, they're all pretty. They're much more scarce, much harder to pull. And then of course this is the Orange Flash, so that is also harder to pull. So you don't see a lot of the Orange Flash ringsides. They
Very
might
cool
come
card.
out might come out one a blaster case or so.
Mid-air. He's mid-air in the card.
Yeah, he's only 19 years old. He might be 20 now, but quite the phenom. I'm excited about him. He's still in NXT, but he's wrestled on the main roster a couple of times. Wrestled for the U.S. Championship against Sami Zayn not too long ago. So yeah, he's an up and comer, I think. This is the card actually. Javon Evans is the one I traded for the gold out of 10.
Oh,
It's
that's the
same.
trade
It's
card.
the same. It's the same card. Yeah, it's just the gold parallel. So these are the only two Javon Evans I have. I have this one and I have the gold.
Nice.
I don't really know if I need any more than that. Oh, as long as we're on wrestling, I picked this up. Topps Finest Attitude Zarya. And this is classified as rare. So Finest, they do the same thing. They have the common, uncommon, and rare, which is similar to Concourse, Premier, and Ringside. Or in select football, they also have, I think they have Concourse,
Yep.
club level, or I don't know
Club
what they are
level, and
actually,
then
but there's a
field
field
level.
level. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ringside is equivalent to field level.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
And this would kind of be equivalent to a field level in Finest. So this is out of 10. I think it's called the Red Black Vapor. I haven't opened, I've only participated in a few of the Finest breaks, so I don't know all of the cards or everything about this set. And I'm not sure I'm going to get into it because I like Zarya, but I don't really like these cards that much.
I think the opposite. I think that is one of the coolest Topps cards that I've seen. You know?
It might grow on me, but
What year is that?
that's this year, 2025.
Wow, I'm impressed that
Finest.
they're.
I like how these cards show the wrestlers in action in the ring,
Yeah.
and all the Panini cards are like that. Or, well, I should say most of them are. These are just kind of like pictures,
Yep.
profile pictures, and you're not really seeing them doing anything. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. There's also quite a bit going on in this card, but I wanted to get one Zarya, and so this is the one I decided to pick up.
And you got that off eBay.
Yep, out of 10.
Tarek finds the coolest cards on
In
eBay.
auction, I got that through an auction.
Oh, nice.
And then the last pickup of the week is this Nikola Jokic Stairmasters
Yes. Look at him.
Gold.
Gold.
He's got quite the stare, doesn't he?
I would not want to face him.
You wouldn't want to be being in the sights of that stare.
Gosh, I would say the best basketball player playing right now. I mean, in the world,
best.
He's just the
Yes,
best.
he is the best.
He's so fun to watch, and I think that's a great pickup. And the gold is out of 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is my fourth gold Stairmaster that I have. I started out with the Jalen Brunson. He's got a good stare. I'm trying to find people with good stares. So they got to have that, and he's got that good stare. People can't see me, but I'm doing a stare. I got a Trae Young. He has a pretty good stare in the picture. And I have one more. Which one is it? Oh, the Chris Paul. The Chris Paul stare. Well, I got that one because the price was pretty good on it. He has a decent stare too.
So are these
as long
all
as
from
their
this?
stare is good?
Are
What's
these
that?
all from the same year that you have?
No, nope.
Okay.
This is a 2024-25. My other ones are.
They're cool cards,
I have
man.
different ones.
They're cool cards. I mean, there's one picture of him staring into your soul, and then there's another one where he's actually having an action shot, all in the same card. So it's everything that Tarek wants. He wants someone to stare at him, and he likes the action shots.
Yeah, and the mosaic, the mosaic, the way it shines in the light is really cool. I always like that, and the gold is even better.
Very cool. Very cool. And you got it at a good price.
Yeah, this was a surprise one because I typically don't. I think I mentioned this on the last show, but I had marked it. It had come up. It had popped up in one of my saved searches, and I'd marked it, and it had a best offer, and I thought, I don't know how badly I wanted it, but if I were to make an offer, I would make an offer around this price. This is what I was saying in my head, and I wasn't saying it out loud. That would have been awkward, but in my head, I kind of had this idea, and then if you mark something as a favorite or you watch it, sometimes the seller will send offers out, and they happened to send an offer out later that day that was right at the price I was thinking of, and I took that as some sort of a calling or sign, and just decided to get it.
Wow. A sign from above.
It might be a little bit strong, but
Oh, okay. That's too strong. From above. Okay.
I'm not that superstitious. So.
Well, Dang, I think I might have mentioned this last episode. I can't remember, but uh, you really like those Stairmasters, and you picked up the Nikola Jokic, and I was looking at a supernatural Nikola Jokic. It's from Panini Contenders, which I've been really enjoying. But a lot of them are just off center on eBay, like really off center where when you can actually tell. And I just don't want a card like that, paying full
Yeah,
price.
yeah. Off center is tough, especially if it's a bordered card because it's so obvious, and there are other things that you can deal with, like maybe if there's a small dimple or something that's
Right.
off in one of the corners, not noticeable, but centering is the entire card, right?
Yep.
So it just jumps out at you, and it's something that you can't unsee it. I mean, once it's there, every time you look at the card, you're going to see that. So centering is a big one for me. If something's off centered, then I usually avoid it.
Right. For the listeners, how off-centered I'm thinking is like it's if you're thinking in a great PSA grades or something, it would probably get like a 7 or an 8 for centering.
So
And
like
that's
60-40, 70-30?
I
Was it
would
as
say
bad as 70-30?
70-30, maybe 65. What is it, 25? No, 35.
Okay.
25.
Because 60-40 is pretty. 60-40 will give you a PSA 9, and it's pretty noticeable to the naked eye, in my opinion.
Oh, you think PSA 9s are pretty noticeable?
No, no. PSA 9 doesn't necessarily. Centering is only one of the factors in a PSA 9,
Okay.
right? So you can find a PSA 9 that's well centered. It just means that
That's true.
something else happened. So, like when I'm looking at lower graded cards, well you saw that Otani that I got, the 2024 Otani that was that had the appearance of the 1989 Topps card, that orange foil. That one got a PSA 8. I still don't know why. I think it might be corners, but the centering was good. That's one of the reasons I was willing to get it at a PSA 8 was the centering. I didn't see anything obvious with it, but certainly it wasn't the centering.
Okay. Maybe my
And I
example.
don't know why I'm losing my voice here, but
Yeah, why are you losing your voice?
I don't know.
Do you need to do some vocal?
Too much. I'm too excited.
He's bringing it too much.
Yeah. So so that's what I picked up. And then some other things I did this week. I decided to finally take action on with my Magic the Gathering cards. I pulled those out, sorted them, so I got through. There's some other cards I have to dig them out of a box, but I put them away. They were part of like my commander decks that I was building and stuff like that. So those are somewhere. I've got to find them, but I had a couple of bigger boxes, 3,200 count boxes. I went through, I sorted all those out so that I could start to try to get rid of them and then use some of whatever I get for those to buy some more cards. And I started out I considered ComC, right? I talked to you about this.
Right.
And I went and looked. I was going to do ComC just to thought it'd be a nice way to get exposed to ComC, but it just wasn't worth it with the cards that I had. 65 cents to ingest, and then a lot of these are $1 to $5 cards. I don't really think it's worth it in that situation. So instead, I went to TCG Player, read all about that, and I've started to list those cards on TCG Player.
Oh, you're actually listing them yourself. So it's not like a consignment type thing where you send them all in and
I don't have enough.
Oh,
I don't have enough high valued stuff that it would be worth it for. It's just as easy to just sell them on my own.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I've looked into TCG Player for my Magic cards, and I also have One Piece cards as well. Mm-hmm. And I guess I found the interface to be a little confusing.
It is.
Okay, so I'm not alone in that.
Took me a while to. Yep.
So I kind of just gave up after a little bit. I guess I wasn't trying very hard to upload some things. But hopefully you become a master at it and you can teach me how everything
Yeah, I mean,
works.
I can show you. So, a couple of things that I learned is when you initially start listing, they have 4 levels of seller: level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and you have to, which is also pro seller, and you have to work your way up there. So, I'm still at level 1 right now. At level 1, I have a limitation of only 100 cards that I can list, and which is fine because I mean, for me that works. I actually like that. It kind of lets you get your feet wet a little bit
Mm-hmm.
with the system. So you can list 100 cards and maximum card value of $500.
Wow.
So I went through. I sorted by set. I have sets going back to like 2010. So I sorted by set and then by rarity and then alphabetically within there. So I did a lot of this while I was watching the World Series and also listening to Sports Card Live with Jeremy Lee on Saturday. Got everything sorted out, and then the idea I thought was that I would start by listing the rare cards. I thought they would be some of those rares would be worth more now. Apparently, and I should have known this, but I don't know how much you played Magic the Gathering. I know you used to a little bit, but some of the cards that were rares that I got the release of that card in the initial set, like Ixalan or
Mm-hmm.
Khansa Tarkir. Well, they reprint those cards in a lot of other sets.
Oh, they do
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
same
So
symbol?
it has a it's the same card, usually different artwork, and it'll have a different it'll have a different insignia on it that
Right.
reflects which set it's from. But they might list it, for example, a lot of times they'll do sets that combine, so like Modern Masters or something like that, where they'll take some of the best cards out of previous sets. And
Mm-hmm.
so once that card is reprinted, then the value of all of them kind of goes down. Because the value in a Magic card, especially when I was playing Magic, it was before a lot of people collected them for collector value. Like now they created these collector sets for people who just want to collect the cards for the artwork. They never used to do that. Wizards of the Coast didn't used to do that before. There was only one set that would come out, and it was the set that you open so that you can create decks and play with those cards. And in those situations, the value of the card was really reflected by how powerful it was in the game. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
once when you could only get that card out of say one set from 2016 like Ixalan, then that card was valuable. But then when they print it again in 2018 and 2020 and 2024, and if you want to use it in gameplay, you can buy from now a much larger inventory of that card. And so the value of it goes down.
Isn't Magic the Gathering creating cards just for collecting? Is that the TCG that's doing that, or is it a different one? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know specifically, but Magic the Gathering now prints 3 or 4 different SKUs of card now. So they have the draft booster. So when you go buy a booster box, you can buy a draft booster, which is packs that you would open for playing. That would be like what we would use at tournaments and stuff like that. Everything before 2022, or I don't know when they switched, but everything before 2022 or around thereabouts was all draft. They didn't have different SKUs. It was just draft. Now they have the collector's bundle, which has like serial numbered cards, and they have like set bundle,
Okay, that's
which
what
is
I was
for
thinking.
with something else.
The collector's
So
bundle.
Yeah, so now they're. It used to be the value in the cards was the value of using them in your decks to play in competitions.
Right.
That's kind of all changed now. And thus, a lot of these cards that I had, even though they're marked as rare or ultra rare, it's been reprinted so many times that the inventory out there is much larger, right? You can, instead of just
Yep.
having that card and just only being able to get it from this one set in 2016, now you can get it in 5 other sets. So I found out that most of the cards that have retained value, and I did buy these in the past, but originally Magic has what's called a what's the term for it? Sorry, I'm having a brain fart here. Reserved list, RL. And once something is on the reserved list, it can't be reprinted. And they did that with some of their older cards. Trying to see if I have one right here. And I've actually got a number of those, and those tend to go up in value because they can never be reprinted again. I think this is an example right here, Powder Keg.
Okay.
It wasn't expensive when I bought this. This is from, my eyes are bad, 1993.
So are they not? Are they on the reserve list because they don't want them to be used in play, or is it for just the collection purposes?
That's a possibility if they don't want them to be used in play. Now, they can always be used in certain. There's different categories of gameplay. So there's vintage or legacy, which is basically anything. But certainly, if they don't want something to be played in standard or modern or pioneer, then one way of doing that is by putting it on the reserve list. That'll ensure that it'll never be reprinted again.
So a way, maybe if you wanted to collect maybe more valuable Magic cards, is to study the reserve list first, and then kind of look out for those cards in particular.
Yeah, well, that's what I did for years when I was playing. I would just go and if I would see,
I didn't know that.
I believe this Powder Keg.
That looks in
I
great
believe this
condition
Powder
too.
Keg. Well, because I wanted to be able to play them, but I didn't want them to start to get so expensive that I wouldn't buy them anymore. So some of these, when they were cheaper, like I think this one was like $2 when I got it, and I bought like 4 of them, which is a play set, because you could have a maximum in a standard deck of 4 of one card.
Yeah.
So I would buy 4 of them and just put them aside. Now this one I just read, and it's like $25 or something like that. So
there you go. That's pretty good. So. Okay, this is intriguing me, the TCG player and actually doing that. Because a few years back, I did inventory every single one of my Magic cards into this database. And it says I have 2,500 cards. It values your card. I don't know what it values it off of, but it says I have $1,200 worth of cards. Whatever, I don't know. That's probably not true.
you inventoried them on TCG Player, are you saying?
This is on moxfield.com, if you've
Okay.
if you've ever heard of that. But I just inventoried it so I could make sets easier. So I didn't have to look through all of my cards, and I could just get them online, so I could make my not sets my decks easier. And it does have a price guide on it, so it looks like the most valuable card I have is $35. Torment of Hailfire from Hour of Devastation.
Oh, sure.
And then there's stuff like from Khans of Tarkir and Eldritch Moon and everything. So it doesn't look like I have
my guess is if you look at that Torment of Hailfire, that card probably has not been reprinted. That's probably the only set you can get that card from is probably Hours of Devastation, which is why its value has held.
Okay.
Is my guess.
Yeah.
I haven't looked though.
Toggle all printings.
What's that?
It says toggle all printings, and it shows you all the printings that it had. I don't know what years these are, though. I think actually I got this Hailfire card from a draft. So it might be like a special card or something.
Yeah, that's where I got most of my cards. I never bought, I do have boosters, but I've left them sealed. The idea was that at some point in the future, you could do like chaos drafts, which are packs from different sets and different eras.
Okay.
But I've never opened a booster. All of my cards have come from either opening packs in draft or sealed deck tournaments, or if you place first, second, or third, or fourth in a tournament, they give you, and they always do giveaways where you get
Yep.
packs. So I've got random packs sitting around.
Yep. Unopened.
Unopened, yeah. So I'm going to try to reduce, I mean, most of this is trying to reduce the clutter, although as I was going through the cards, I thought it would be fun to start playing again. I kind of missed it a little bit when I was reading through some of the cards.
Yeah.
The thing is, now you can build decks so easily, and the easiest way to do it is go on TCG Player Right, and they have decks that other people have put together, and you can just pick that deck and then say, buy this deck, and it'll go and price out the lowest cost to get all the cards for that, and then you can just buy them at one time and have them all mailed to you. So trying to put sets together through
Being creative and
is hard.
it's really
Doesn't make
hard.
much sense anymore.
And I am a terrible deck builder. Oh my gosh. That's one of the reasons I stopped playing is because I just am so bad.
I was never good at it either.
Also, they also came out, I don't know if you've ever played it, but with Magic the Gathering Arena online. That's very popular. I actually played it with my brother quite a few times because it's so easy. You get to rip packs on it and build your own decks, and it gives you starter decks and everything, and it's all free. So I think it's just becoming more and more accessible and less expensive. So I don't know.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll be able to. It's kind of part of the decluttering process here. And then the other thing I did this week that I got very excited about.
I'm excited about it. I'm excited about you talking about it right now.
My 180, you called it? You called it a 180?
And you called it a 90. A 90.
Yeah, but I am now all in on. I was reading about PSA and the Vault. I've got it up here. And I've decided I'm sending in all the cards I was talking about. I might send some to Beckett or some here. Forget it. That's all out the window. Everything's going to PSA, and I love this. I love the services they're offering, the direct to vault and their buybacks and being able to go from your vault to eBay. I think this is just going to make everything so much easier, and I'm willing to hear me out. I'm willing to pay the price. Hear me out. So I was concerned about sending in the 40 cards at $22 because I don't want to spend close to $1,000 on grading.
Right.
I'd rather spend that on cards was my thought process. However, I'm actually if I've curated pretty well what I want to send in, so I'm expecting reasonably high grades, 9s and 10s. There might be a couple of 8s in there, but let's assume I've done a pretty decent job. I can wait for those grades to pop, and then I can just sell cards out of there. So I can send in some cards with the idea that I'm going to use those to pay for the submission. I think it's a fantastic deal.
It's a good deal. I have to admit, it's a good deal. I looked it up. They actually buy the cards at a reasonable price.
They do.
A very reasonable. It's near comps. And they're pretty cool ways to finesse the system to actually get a good what do you say, paycheck out of it, or if you're actually just doing it for financing your hobby, like there's a strategy where I feel like you can actually do it pretty well.
If I can cover my grading costs and get cards that I want to grade for my collection out of that at a, pay for that out of cards that I grade and send to the vault and then sell to PSA, or even if I can take them and put them out on eBay directly from PSA and avoid the hassle of having to do all the eBay selling process myself. I just I think it's I think I'm pretty excited about it, and I'm gonna give it a shot.
Well, let's explain how this all works. I mean, we were pretty confused about how we figured out like where they're actually comping these and what they'll actually offer us for the cards. And you can actually see if they'll offer a price for your card, your PSA graded card, on the app. So we were trying it online on the desktop app or whatever, and it wouldn't give us any pricing or anything. But if you download the app on your phone and you scan your card in, they'll give you a estimated amount they'll offer for it if you send it to the vault. So I've been doing that to all my PSA cards.
Yeah, and then but, sending to the vault is. I mean, one nice thing. I don't know if this is ever going to change, but I want to take advantage of it now. Is that it doesn't cost anything more than your cost to ship to have items put into their vault.
Wow.
So there's no ingestion fee right now. I imagine that's going to change at some time, but I really like that. They're probably trying to build up the cards in the vault there, the number of cards. So I'm actually going to send some of my current cards into the vault. Again, part of the decluttering process is getting some of them out of, sitting in Zion cases or boxes on the shelf and getting those out.
Let someone else enjoy them,
But yeah, so you add them to the way that you do it. I don't even know if I can share my screen with you here, but
oh yeah, I'm sure you
I
can.
Share my screen. Let me see if this will work. Can I do this while I'm podcasting? Can you see this?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, so I added these two. So you go in here, and so I added each of these cards here through add item. I just typed in the cert number here. And then I added here to what's called my collection. And then once it's in my collection, I can select these and say vault items. And then I ship them in. And I have a vault address. You can find your vault address under your profile. So there's my specific vault shipping address. And as long as what I ship is under 2,500, I don't even have to insure the package. I can just utilize my CIS collectibles insurance.
Yep.
Take a picture of what I'm sending out before I ship it out, and and send it with signature. Require signature on delivery, and I'm good to go. So
when is this happening?
Soon.
Oh,
very, very soon. I want to take one more look through the cards and see which ones I want to send in, because some of them I'm being a little aggressive on. I mean, they could potentially not grade even at a 9. It should be an 8 or a 7. So I'm trying to decide if I want to send those in and just see if just to test out my own grading skills, which I might do, since I'm planning on trying to then sell cards to pay for my grading fees.
So the thing that we were talking about before, which got me kind of curious and excited about this whole process, is that they use, like GameStop, I mean, because they kind of work, they all work together. They use card ladder to comp out their cards.
I'm going to say something about that though. What
Please.
I heard somewhere else on another podcast, it isn't only card ladder that goes into the algorithm, but they also use there's other factors that go into it. So it isn't, from my understanding is that it's not only card ladder. I'm sure that's a big piece of it, but
Sure. I'm sure they use maybe the player like portfolio or whatever, how good the player is doing or something, or the set or something. I'm sure there's a lot of things going into the algorithm. But I got excited because I was looking up GameStop's buyback program, and they're only paying 50% for what the card is worth. And I'm not gonna. I mean, if you need quick money, I mean, sure, go for that. But
now how cool would this be? What if I was thinking about this? So what if PSA offered where so you send in a submission of 25, 50 cards, whatever. And when those grades pop, they say, hey, instead of us charging this to your credit card, give us these 5 graded cards or something like that.
oh wow,
And it would be like you would never have, because I'm still gonna have to pay, right? I'm still gonna have to put the grading costs on my credit card, and then I'm gonna have to work from the vault to kind of recoup what
sure,
I spent. It's not.
sure.
It's still. It's the order of events is money out of my pocket and then money back in through.
So you're saying if they got your card information and they only charged you once you made your decision, if you decided to sell those cards to PSA or something, and it would go off of your grading, what invoice?
Yeah, so they like say, hey, give us these 5 cards, and or they buy them from you
Yeah,
right there when before you're going to check out. They say, give us these cards,
that would be awesome.
and you could have different variations of that, like almost like when you're getting the hotel, right, or buying an airline ticket. You can do points, you can do dollars, or you can do points and cash.
Oh, that would be really cool because I'm sure they have other services like that you can use points on and stuff. Wow. Are
Now,
you
eventually,
are
they
you
have to
working for
convert those.
PSA?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
I'm sure this isn't that original. I'm sure someone else has thought of this too.
Okay.
But I think on the other end, then they take those cards and they put them into because now PSA, I believe, has repacks of its own,
Yes.
and so they put those into as part of their repack product.
So how I would do the process is I would find a player that is hot. Like Jane Daniels was so hot last year. His cards were selling for a ton. I mean, Shohei Ohtani right now, I mean, he's going he's his card market is crazy. I would put a few of those cards in there, pay for the submission, and then get back the cards that I would actually want. Because like I don't really want to collect Jaden Daniels or anything, and I would be fine with
Exactly.
I would be fine with paying with those cards.
Exactly. It's a bit of a gamble, right? Because but
Yeah,
I mean, it seems like everything's a bit of a gamble when it comes to cards.
very true. That is very true. So we could go to card shows. We could find what PSA is paying for these cards. And if they're selling them for less at the card show, I mean, that's money in your pocket.
Yeah, we're getting into the money side of things, which is something we said but this is we wouldn't do, but this is such a I mean, for me this is kind of cool. I like
Moving.
all of these interesting opportunities in the hobby outside of just collecting it's kind of fun, right? And it also is a potential solution to, do I feel like I want to spend on grading because I could
Yep.
use that money for more cards? I mean, this is a way to kind of, I guess, alleviate that concern a little bit.
All right. So what should we call you? What should we call you, Tarek? I'm kind of leading into something that you told me that you were for
I'm a
PSA.
PSA simp. Yeah,
Tarek's a PSA simp.
I love him.
He's a
At least
PSA.
now I do. Let's see when I get my grades back. That
Yeah,
might all
he's
change.
gonna get all
I
sixes.
might be like, this is all a crack.
You better send them in fast then. They might change their tune on everything. I see you have something pulled up on the screen here. What is this?
Yeah. Can you still? Oh, let me see. Can you still see my screen?
Oh yeah, I can see your screen.
Yeah, this is Courtyard.io. Apparently, I got some free credit for Courtyard.io when it first started, and I took that credit and I opened a pack, and they bought it. I opened a pack for $25 worth of credit that I had, so zero out of my pocket. I got a card, and I sold it and got $27.64 back. So what I was thinking about doing here today, excuse me, is buy another card.
Okay.
From one of their packs, from one of their starter packs. I'm not willing to go to their...
Do you mind if I record your screen for this?
Is there anything on there that's...
I have it so it's not showing anything.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm not going to buy like a legend pack for $2,500. That's just too much.
We could.
But I don't know. What should we go for?
We wanted to bring it today. $2,500.
Yeah, that would definitely be bringing it. But I mean, here's this baseball looks pretty cool. What I want to know is, can you actually see like what the checklist is? I mean, what your opportunities are?
Okay, here we go.
They have odds. So for a $25 pack, your odds of getting a $200 to $400 card are 0.1%. 100 to 200 is 0.2. Getting back 20 to 25 is 47. So there's what do we got here? A 73% chance of getting something back. Yeah. Of getting something less than the value of what you put in. 75% chance, and a 25. So a 1 in 4 chance of getting something that has more value. But of course, you're going to get a card that you just may want too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and you could you could get a card that is valuable in a couple of years too.
All right, so let's see what our options are here.
Dang, this is cool.
Let's take us back.
This is really cool.
Yeah, now I for some reason I feel like, and I may be wrong on this, I hope I'm not making it up, but I thought that PSA had some sort of interest in Courtyard.io at one point. I don't know if they still do.
They have an interest in GameStop power packs, I think.
Yes, they do now, but I think originally they had some sort of interest in this too. I just don't know what it was.
Oh, they have One Piece. Maybe we can read. They have soccer. They have all sports. Wow, this is really cool. Pokemon.
Yeah, we don't have to leave the house to get something. Well, what should we do? Should we do basketball, baseball, or football?
It's ultimately up to you, but I mean, baseball just ended. You're into Shohei. Basketball. Ooh, there's WNBA in basketball as well.
Yeah, let's do basketball.
Okay.
I don't have a promo code. All right, I'm going to $25 plus 30 points. Let's buy it. Let's see how this looks. I'm going to use my wallet here.
Okay.
Oh, and look, you can collect points. By the way, I found out if you log in each day, they give you a daily reward. So I got like 30 points today just for logging in. I haven't logged in like a year.
Wow.
And it looks like you can eventually use points for buying cards too. So let me hit this buy now. All right. Dun, dun, dun. All right, look at that. Look at that. It came out of the vending machine. Look at that.
And you burned points. Ooh.
So I want to click to reveal. This is exciting. Look
Are
at
you
that
ready?
confetti. I'm excited now.
I'm really excited.
I feel like I should have a beer or something here.
I have a beer for you. I'll drink.
Click to reveal. Here it is. Here it is. It's opening.
Oh,
Hey, look at
that's
that.
not bad.
An NBA debut, Victor Wembanyama. I can sell it back to them for $16.20.
I would think it would be worth more than that, but
Or I can share it on X.
Do we have an X
I'm not
account?
on. I'm not on X, so
Me
I can't
neither.
share it on X.
Are you happy with that? I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
So
I'm gonna just keep that in my collection. I think is what I'm gonna do. Let's see if
to get it in your hands, you would have to pay shipping, I'm guessing.
yeah.
Okay.
I would assume they would not send that to me for no cost.
Right.
But what does this mean? Ship and vault your collectibles for free to own and trade digitally.
I wonder if you vault it with PSA. Click that.
Ship and vault your collectibles for free. Do I have to do that now or can I click somewhere else? I'm just going to do submit my collectibles here and see what happens. Oh, yeah, you can send it to PSA.
That is so cool. Courtyard.io. Enter the address. When shipping
Okay,
cards to our vault.
I don't know what I'm exactly doing here.
we might be buying the 2,500 card accidentally.
Oh, this is to ship and vault your collectibles for free. Oh, this is to ship your cards to vault with them, which I don't want to do.
Oh, I see. So
But
you
what
would
I
have
want
to
to know
send it back
is
to you, and then they would have to send it to PSA.
yeah. So what I want to know though is where can I see my cards here?
Oh, there it is.
Expires in 7 days. Okay, so I got to accept this within 7 days. Where's my collection? Your collection is empty, tokenized. Looks like you don't have any collectibles. Onboard some, or go get some from the marketplace. What I'm trying to find out is where do I see like that card? Presumably, I own that card now. Where can I see that?
Here, click on that card again. Click, I want to see the card. Ooh, offer.
I don't know how to get back to it.
There it is. I'm going to actually...
It's vaulted with them and insured. Oh, here's how they determine the price.
PSA... I was going to see if PSA would... so it would pay you more for it.
Okay.
Okay.
So apparently I would come here and somehow be able to see. I'm just wondering, do I like have a collection thing or do I always have to go? I'm guessing it would show up under my collectibles here eventually, under my collection. I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna accept their offer.
You're gonna sell it already?
No, I'm gonna wait.
Just wait. It's a $16 card.
I got 17. I got 17. 7 days. 7 days.
Oh, there's a leaderboard. Okay, this is really interesting. I'm gonna log into this and get my daily points.
You can see what people have just pulled.
Wow.
All right. Well, hey, that was. I hope we brought more excitement. I think this time.
I think so. I'm going to edit that video. I'm going to put it on our Instagram, so you can see how that whole process goes. Make sure Tarek's personal information is not on there, obviously.
Thank you.
But yeah. But man, that was kind of exciting, man. That's really exciting. I
It
like
was.
that. Maybe I'm gonna buy a power pack next time from GameStop,
Okay.
and maybe we can review each one of them. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I think it's you're a GameStop member, so
Yep, I already have an
it might be
account and
easier. I
everything.
don't have an
So
account with GameStop, so
I'll
we'll
buy
let you do that.
I'll buy a starter card for that. Very cool. Hey, did we bring it today?
I think we brought it where we broke new ground here.
Okay.
Even brought some TCG in. I mean,
Brought TCG. We brought finance.
this is the energy we got to bring every damn time.
What are we
Every
turning,
damn time.
What are we turning into? Tarek's a PSA simp.
Yeah.
Ufda. All right.
I've got to go get my cards ready to send in for grading right now.
All right. Well, it's been great talking to you. I think that's going to be the end for us. I'm Zayd.
I'm Tarek.
And this is us signing off.
See you next time.